So you want to start a YouTube channel and you want to monetize it within 4 weeks. Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to teach you the exact step-by-step strategy that you can implement to start monetizing your YouTube channel. Let's go. So you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. There is so much information circulating. One person says to focus on pumping out as much content as possible. The other person says you need a fancy camera, some fancy microphone, equipment, good lighting, and that you need to invest thousands of dollars before you even get started. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's all wrong and that it all starts with a good content strategy. Don't worry, I have you covered. I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do each week to successfully set up your channel and monetize it and set yourself up for a successful community here over on YouTube. I'm going to tell you what you should be focusing on, and I'm going to give you a checklist so you can also check off alongside with me, so you are making sure that you are implementing each step as we go. Let's jump straight into week 1, and that is your content strategy. This is your strategy that is going to allow you to eventually monetize your content, which is the goal at the end of the day, right? We're here to make a bit of dosh. When I first got started on YouTube 6 years ago, I had no idea what I was doing. I was throwing darts at a wall, hoping that it would stick. I made so many videos, guys, and I did not get my first viral video until like a few years later. If I had have followed a content strategy, I would have saved myself so much time, and I'm gonna be the one here to teach you what not to do. I know that the word content strategy can be a little bit intimidating, but we are going to simplify it here so you can start implementing this into your channel immediately. And it's a bit bright, so we're just gonna turn it down just a little bit so the highlights aren't overblown. The first thing that you need to get really clear on is, who are you making this content for? How old are they? Where do they hang out? Who are they? Are they mums? Do they shop at Target? Are they businessmen? Are they on LinkedIn? You need to get really clear about who your persona is and what you're creating that content for. Like, what's the goal? I need you to write this down and to get really clear on like the end result that you want to be focusing on. The next thing that I want you to focus on is, how are you going to format your content? Would you like to do sit down content like this? Would you like to implement vlog styles? Would you like to do like behind the scenes on the computer? What about those gaming videos where they're just like playing gaming equipment with their headphones on and they're talking, and then they've got like a little something here, the text changes? How do you want your content to come across? What format do you want to do? Because this is important. This is going to allow you to plan out your content, and there's nothing wrong with interweaving a combination of a few different formats. It's actually a good thing, and we'll go into that further along. I would recommend, if you are just starting out, to do a combination of sit down videos and vlogs, and that's going to allow you to have a little bit more flexibility in your content pillars. Sometimes you can get a little bit stuck on these sit down videos and you're like, well, what do I talk about? Or you might be a bit time poor and you're like, okay, vlogging is going to be the quickest option to, you know, post content and provide value, but also allow people to get to know you on a deeper level. But at the end of the day, if you want to grow fast, sit down content is the one that's going to do it for you, because you are educating, you're informing, you're giving people value. And sometimes when you are just getting started, no one wants to see some random person's day in the life. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be cutthroat here because I can be. Next, you want to go ahead and immerse yourself in your favorite YouTubers. See how they vlog, see how they do their sit down videos. What is it that they're doing that captivates you, that draws you in? Is it their style? Is it their confidence? Really sit down and watch it with intention and analyze their videos so you can implement that into your content. Not copying, don't copy, but you can use their techniques to your advantage and put your own twist on it. The second thing that you want to focus on in week 1 is your equipment, and I'm going to be the first one to say it. You don't need a fancy camera. You can literally film on your iPhone, and the back camera is amazing. Just make sure you film on your back camera. And the audio is great too. Like, if you can justify a microphone, yeah, I would say spend the $50 to do that, but you don't need it. You just need a good iPhone camera or Android. You don't need a fancy camera. In terms of lighting, if you can film near a window, that would be more flattering. If you don't have window lighting, even a cheap ring light will do. Just don't film in the dark. No one wants to watch a dark video. Now, don't get caught up on your background. You can literally have a lifestyle background like mine. This is my kitchen. This is my lounge room. Now, if you are stressing about a background, a plain white background will work perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go through your week 1 checklist so you can jot this off as you go. And the first thing is creating your strategy. Who is your content for? Why are you making it? What's the goal? Okay, number 2 is finding 3 YouTubers that you aspire to be. Immerse yourself in their content and see what they're doing that really draws you in. Okay, number 3 is to film a test video using your equipment, using your iPhone. Just get a feel of what it's like to actually talk in front of the camera, because there is a skill that needs to be learned, and I know that it can be intimidating, but the best way you're gonna get past this is through practice. All right, let's move on to week 2. We are not wasting time here. We are just gonna jump straight into it. The first thing that you're gonna focus on is setting up your channel for perfect optimization. And what I mean by this is your channel cover photo, your bio, any links on your YouTube channel. We're gonna go through this and we're going to set this up for the best results. I'm gonna recommend choosing a photo that is a picture of your face. This is going to allow people to connect with you the easiest. They can see your eyes, you are trustworthy. No one wants to follow a meme. I'm sorry, like that screams scammer to me. A classic rule of thumb is that your profile picture should be one subject and your subject should be really clear. For example, this is my face. This is good, guys. This is good. Okay, the second thing that I want you to do in week 2 is to actually start filming your content. Plan it, script it, film it, batch it. You know the gist. You probably don't, because you're new to this and you don't understand the lingo. But don't worry, we're gonna get you up to speed. All right, I want you to film your first video. I want you to launch your first video. This could be a casual get to know me video. You're just explaining what your channel is about. You can talk to them, tell them where you are, who are you? Are you a student? Are you a mum? Are you a chef? Who are you? Why are you on YouTube? Get really personal with this experience. Before filming this video, I want you to prep it. Jot down some points about yourself so you're not just like, what do I talk about? No, like I want you to put a little bit of thought into this, a little bit of preparation. It will be so much easier when you go to film the video rather than just trying to pull things from your head and focus on like getting it right on camera. It can be overwhelming. Checklist time for week number 2. Optimize your profile, get your profile picture up and film your first video. Let's move on to week number 3. But before we get into week number 3, there is something that I want to chat about, and that is if you are thinking about doing this seriously and you really want to monetize quickly but you don't really know what to do and you just need that step-by-step hand guidance, then I do offer a one-to-one coaching. You can reach out to me on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and we can work together to create a content strategy plan. We can work together on monetizing your content as quick as possible, and I can audit your profile to optimize it to be the most successful. All right, moving on to week number 3, we are going to be focusing on batching your content, and this is going to save you so much time. I choose one day a week, a Thursday, where I film all of my content, whether it's my TikToks, my YouTube channel videos, because my kids aren't here, okay? I can't do it when they're screaming around. I just can't, guys. Oh my God, is that a ring? Batching content is where you batch all your content together. For example, you do all your scripting in one session, you do all your filming in one session, you do all your editing in one session, and that is going to optimize the time flow to be as most efficient as possible. Next, in week 3, we're going to focus on thumbnails, and I want you to focus as much on your thumbnail as you do on your video. So if you spend an hour filming your video and editing it, you need to spend an hour doing your thumbnail, because that is the first thing that people click on, okay? If you've got a crap thumbnail, no one's gonna click on your video, all right? I want you to focus all your energy into a good thumbnail, something that's gonna draw people in. Think about what photos you can use, what text you can write, and if you are stuck on a program, I definitely recommend Canva. You can either use their paid version or their free version. I love their paid version. I'll have a link in the comments section in the description down below if you want to get a free trial, but if not, the free version is just as fine. fine. Checklist time. I want you to batch your content, film your videos, and I want you to focus on your thumbnail. This is going to allow you to be the most productive, especially if you are time poor. Moving on to week 4, it's all about your SEO, baby, search engine optimization. And you're probably thinking like, Tiana, what are you talking about? This is what's going to help the YouTube algorithm push your content out to the people you want to see your content, whether it's motherhood and you are creating education videos about breastfeeding, then you're going to like do hashtag breastfeeding tips. Okay, the first thing that you can do to help optimize your video is to add keywords into your video and your description and your title, and that is little short keywords that tell the algorithm what your video is about and allows you to search it easily. For example, breastfeeding friendly tips. And include as many keywords into as many different places as possible. For example, when you're editing and it's like YouTube description, you can add it in there. Okay, checklist time. I want you to get familiar with SEO. I want you to watch some videos on it, and I want you to get familiar with different keywords and search different keywords on your topic in the YouTube search bar and see what comes up. Next, I want you to challenge yourself to creating even more content on your niche, on your topic, and get really familiar with doing it in front of the camera. Also, try different formats. See if you like vlogs better, sit down videos better, green screens, you name it, just try it. You never know what you're gonna like until you give it a go. If you have followed all of these steps, you should have an optimized channel, a content strategy, multiple different videos, and videos optimized for the search engine. If you do need more help, you can contact me on Instagram and we can schedule a one-on-one to really sit down and make sure you have the best content strategy possible that's going to allow you to monetize the quickest. I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Mwah.